Hi, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in case I forget, please press the subscribe button at the bottom. I'd really appreciate it. A like, a comment is all really welcomed. So thanks for your support and for watching. Today I'm going to talk about keeping yourself clean in your camper van. Hygiene. So not all camper vans have showers in them. I'm lucky that I do have a shower in this camper van. Which actually I'm going to show you that now. Bear with me. So this is my shower. I can't get further enough away, but anyway, you can see I have a shower curtain that goes around on this track, which I'll actually show you. I'll show you it in motion. Let's do the job properly. So that pulls around like this, and then I'll shut the tambour door across to save any water coming out, but that just helps keep the toilet and everything dry, so it's a really good idea, to be honest. Let's just stick it out the way. So that's my shower, toilet, some hooks. I have a couple of little bits of storage in there, which is what I normally have to take out to have the shower. It's not a bad sized shower though, I must say. Get that out of the way. So yeah, that's my shower. So that was a little tour of my shower room. Not everybody's lucky enough to have a shower, I do realise. So yeah, I count my blessings. So start at the beginning. Where are you going to get your water from? A lot of people ask this. Obviously, if you're on a campsite, water's there. You can fill up at home if you're just going on your holidays or part-time or whatever. But for full-time people or people on a long road trip, it's often a bit of a game. So you've heard me mention many a time Park for Night. You will see on there various water taps that might be marked up. But just as an idea, you can often get water wherever all these places I mention. Ask people first. Don't just go, wading in and filling up with water. But there's garages. They've often got a water tap somewhere. And once, when I was really desperate, the little nozzle that you can fill your windscreen washer wiper with water that's normally near the air pump. I stood for a lot of minutes filling up with water, but it worked. So it was all good. Thankfully, there wasn't a queue behind me. So garages, cemeteries have always got a tap. Again, you need to ask. But yeah, they're a good source. Sometimes by a sports field, if there's changing rooms and showers in there outside, there might be an outside tap. Also, there's public toilets. So there's always water there. Now, with various, it's difficult to get a container in, etc. there because the sinks generally aren't deep enough. But I have today's top tip for you. Are you ready? This is a must-have piece of kit. This has a rubber end, flexible, and a length of pipe. I think I got 1.5 meters. This will go on any tap. So you haven't got to mess about with threads. You haven't got to, any tap at all. I've never come across a tap I haven't been able to use it on. So I'll pop that on the tap, pop this in the container, and I will fill my water that way. Okay, sometimes they're push taps and you're sat there for 20 minutes, press, but you get your water. Again, hopefully it's not a busy toilet and the queue behind you waiting to wash their hands. So that is brilliant. I don't know what it's called, but I call it funnel with a rubber bit. Technical. So that is, and the other top tip that I have that has been fantastic is a watering can. I've got a 10-litre plastic one and a funnel. Now, I don't want any laughing at my funnel. This actually came with the van. Thank you, Andrew. It's done a stoic job. It's brilliant. Half of a milk bottle carton. You could have a posher one, but you see, I like the flexibility on the end. I've only had to get a bit of duct tape on it once because the seal went a bit, but that goes into my water thing. Tip my water in. I can top up, again, anywhere. You haven't got to mess around getting a big hose pipe out. And my underslung tank is 66 litres, I believe. So it only takes six and a bit water in cans from empty. It's good exercise as well, back and forwards from the tap. So And of course, another thing is sometimes you might not be able to park near a tap. It's too far away for a hose pipe. So those 2 bits of kit, 3 bits of kit, fantastic. What else have we got on my nose? Oh yeah, it's a bit different in Europe because they have the water fountains and street taps, I'll call them, loads of places. So it tends to be, apart from where in Spain last year, I think it was, when they turned a lot of them off because there was a water drought, they're there for use. So that's really handy. And again, if you can't park right next to it, the old watering can, away you go. So it's brilliant. So I've seen various shower setups in vans, not seen them in person, but on videos or heard about people talking about them. I've known a thing where they've had something like a hula hoop that's attached to the ceiling, and they clip on the curtain so it's circular. And you know the old, they call them trug tubs, the rubber plastic flexible buckets. They put one of those underneath, probably one of those USB rechargeable submersible showers, which I've just purchased, and at the end of this I'm going to put the video on as well. So that'll be that'll be tacked on the end. And they have a shower, so the water runs down the shower curtain into the bowl, and they do it that way. Ingenious, I think. So there's lots of different ways that you can do it, or you could have it outside, etc. So yeah, the shower I've just bought, I'm over the moon with. Like I say, I've got my shower here, but it can be such a faff sometimes, you know, get the stuff out, warm my water if it's cold weather, have my shower, and then I like to dry everything out, make sure the shower curtain's dry and all that lot before I tidy it away and put the little bits back in. So, and then of course I've got to top my water up. So I think that the shower thing I've just bought will be fantastic, really. So that's great. Another thing you can do, which I have used in the past myself, somebody else's, is a pop-up tent, pop-up sort of toilet stroke shower tent, and you can rig up something in there, which is a really good idea. For all these outdoor things, if you haven't got something to heat your water in the van, or you want free heat, I have another top tip. And I tried one of these, somebody else's, a couple of weeks ago in Anglesey. It was brilliant. So we have just arrived, literally, the solar shower bag. So this is, whoopsie, that's my false leg dropped off. This is 20 litres, clear one side, black the other side. Lay it out in the sun, fill it up at the top, lay it out in the sun. Oh, I feel like one of those air hostesses. Pop the life jacket over your thing, pull the tags. So yeah, that is brilliant. So I'm hoping when I'm in the hot places, fling that out. If you can lay it on something metal as well, it heats up quicker. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Oh, and this one's also got a little thing here that will show you the temperature of the water. Fantastic. So rather than get just the bag, I went for this one, had a little shower thing with it. So if I don't want to get all my USB one out and I just want to use this with gravity, there's this little thing. Oh, it looks novel, doesn't it? So that fits on here. So brilliant. And if I don't want to use that, want to use container, I'll just unclip that, tip it upside down, tip all the water out into whatever container. So yeah, really pleased. Fingers crossed that's good. Oh, I've had a splurge, haven't I? I've had a splurge. So that's all good. Now then, what else have I got? Oh yes, if you can't get your hands on water, you can get nowadays apparently no rinse wet wipes. So you can give yourself a once over with those if you run out of water. If you have got a little bit of water, I've got one as an emergency. I've never used it. Belts and braces with everything. No wonder my van is full. You can get these cloths. They only come in a little bag like this, and they're a big one, and they soap up with a little bit of water, and you can do your entire body. So that sounds pretty good in an emergency. So yeah, and then you've got baby wipes and things like that. Going back to the water bit, I knew I'd forget something. At least it's not at the end of the video. There's other places such as marinas that will have a tap. Again, ask. Beaches, in the past, I've gone with my little watering can down to the thing that you rinse your feet with at the beach, the little short shower, and I filled up my watering can there. I've even had a shower at one of those a few times, to be fair. So not the little one laid on the floor. No, the tall ones. I've used those quite a few times. So yeah. If you're having a shower anywhere that's sort of out, and anytime you can really, try and use environmentally friendly products. Just do your little bit for the environment really. So that's handy. What else? Yes, when I'm in the UK, I did try once abroad, but it didn't work for whatever reason. I can't remember. But I use showers in leisure centres. I've mentioned this before, but not everybody's seen all the videos, so I'll just quickly run through. I'll either ring up, or if I'm right outside it, pop in, but generally I'll ring up beforehand to save me messing around and parking, and just say, hi, I'm in a camper van in the area, can I come and just pay to use your shower facilities? This is local authority gyms, not private ones, leisure centres. And 9 times out of 10 it's a yes. I've paid between, I think, £1.50 to I think £8. The £8 one was because they didn't have a facility, or they weren't offering just a shower, and I had to pay for a swim. That's not the end of the world. And I've just thought of somewhere, actually, there was a place in Southend-on-Sea Leisure Centre, can't remember the name of it, and they don't charge you. And I thought, how great is that? And I guess it's a community thing for maybe people who are unfortunate, maybe living rough, maybe for whatever reason, they can get somewhere and have a hot shower. And a couple of times, actually, well, a few times, I've said, oh, can I pay for a shower? They're like, yeah. And then I go, and they're like, oh, go on through, you're all right. So that's really kind of them. I like that. They probably think she looks like she needs a good wash. So that's really good. So other than that, of course, you've got rivers, lakes, you know, as a water source. So there's lots of things that you can, there's generally a way around everything. Of course, the other thing you can do is go and buy some water. Places like Lidl and Aldi, cheap as chips, get yourself some big water containers, use them. So yeah, hopefully, I think I've covered everything. I'm just double checking. Yes. Hopefully that's given you some ideas, and if you're in the middle of kitting out a camper van, you might decide you're going to change the design and do some bits, or it gives you an idea of stuff you might want to order or carry with you. Thanks again for watching. Please press that subscribe button, and if there's any companies out there who want me to do a product review, I'm your woman. So send them my way, please, or sponsorship or anything like that. You know, it'd be great if I could earn, or, you know, from my YouTube channel. So that'd be fantastic. I really enjoy doing it as well. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the subscribe button. Bye for now. Hi, so this is the rechargeable shower that I bought from Amazon. Just arrived in the box. I have had a little look at it. So this is, you can plug it in with a USB to charge it. This is the pump. It's all electronic, if that's the right word. You get like a display on there that will show you apparently how hot the water is, I think, and how what the battery life is. Right, so got that. Lead and shower head. This is with suction pads or hooks to hold it on the wall. Shower head. Now it's got this switch here that you just spin around for on and off by the look of it. I would have preferred a trigger, I've got to be honest, because I can imagine when you've got soapy hands, etc., that's going to be a nuisance. But I haven't tried it yet, so I can't be sure. The shower head itself is tiny pinpricks. Be interesting to see. I watched some videos on, I got it from Amazon, I watched some videos on there and it looked quite powerful. Mesh net to store it in, good idea. And a body scrub, what a waste. Send out something useful. So yeah, and the charging lead. So that's everything in there. I'm going to try and assemble it now. Let's bring you down a little bit so you can see. Okay, can you see that? No, I think you need to go lower. Down we go. Yeah, that's it. So I charged this earlier. This is one I did earlier, and this is the pipe. I noticed it's got this blue bit. I thought, why on earth has it got that? Which is the bit that goes onto this. But I think what it is when you've used it for storing it, it will be to stop any water in the pipe coming out, I'm guessing. So we'll do that. That goes on here. How exciting. Like that. This is the other end. This little rubber seal was floating about in the box, so if you do get one, just be careful. Woo! I take it that's it. Can't see where else the rubber seal would go. Oh, no, that doesn't look like a rubber seal there. The plot thickens. Oh my god, I've got to get it back out now. Ah, so you press down on that ring and it releases it. I don't think that belongs there. I'm wondering if it belongs at the other end of the shower head. Let's do an investigation. I'll get down here so you can see me. Let's have a look. No, oh yes it does. Just in there by the look of it. Oh no, I tell you what, there's one there already. Must be a spare. Now that's something useful. Oh right, good. Right, back to the drawing board. And it won't fit that end because it's too big. So, we're screwing this back on. There we are. That end goes into the pump, like so. Oh, that tips it over. Anyway, let's see. Of course, it's new, so it's all stiff at the moment. Let's put it there. That's it. And it smells really rubbery. Not that that matters, but I don't like the smell. So, that's the shower part. This is for clipping your shower head in. And let's just hold that there, shall we? It's got 3 suction pads, very easy to fit. 1, 2, and 3. Be interesting to see how strong these suction pads are. But it's also got, and I think this would be a good idea, some hooks. And they just go in there and turn. They feel like they're going to snap off, but they don't. I'm just going careful, because I know me, I'll break them. So that looks handy. Right, and then let's pretend it's stuck on something. Yay. And it's just, yeah, and that's adjustable for, whoops, I'm down here, for the angle. So that should be good. Right, the next thing is, let's fill a sink with water and see if it works. I ought to just quickly read the instructions first. So, I'll be back with you. So, I've had a little read of the instructions, and it says expel the air from the pump and shower before you use. How are you meant to do that? It doesn't tell you. Anyway, it says submerge the pump, which I have. Oh, how exciting. It says to turn it to on. Maybe that's how you get the air out. Let's see. Oh. Is it going to do anything? Not yet. Oh, that's on like that. Oh, wow, that's a decent flow, isn't it? Fabulous. Are there different... Let me see. Let's just put you there. Hopefully you can see. Go down even lower. I'll be on my knees in a minute. So there's just the one pattern, which doesn't bother me, that's fine. Decent flow. Well, please. Brilliant. That's good. So I've got a shower in my van, as you know, but I wanted this because when I was in Europe and it was really hot, it's a pain. You know, the little bit of storage I've got in my shower room I had to take out. I did start off by warming the water, but it was so hot out there in the end I was just having a cold shower because the water had sort of taken the chill off itself. But I ended up, when it was really hot, just chucking water, getting a bucket and a jug and washing like that outside, but it's a bit of a pain. So my plan is, when I'm in hot places, obviously not in the UK in winter, I shall use this. and it will save me drying out my shower, messing around, blah, blah, blah. And what I've bought as well, which is arriving a little later and I'll show you, is a solar shower bag, 20 litres. And I think it takes me roughly 10 litres for a shower and wash my hair. So there should be plenty in there. You stick them out in the sun and they warm up within 3 hours. And I've used one of somebody else's and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So this is my sort of outdoor shower kit. So I'm well pleased. Yeah, really pleased. I can't remember the price now, I'll have a look. So I've just checked and it was £35 for this one. There were different MAH powers. I don't even know what that means. One was 6,000, one was 8,000, this one was 10,000, just for roughly £5 or £6 difference. So I thought this must be more powerful, so I went for this one. And the solar bag that's coming was £11 something, just under £12. So I think it's going to be a good investment. We shall see. Should I do a video having a shower? No. Then again, I've got to show you this. I've just discovered there's different powers. So, let me see if I can get so you can see. Oh, this filming lights again. Here we go. So it does in fact, yes, it does tell you the temperature of the water on there and the battery power. So this is on just normal flow. Harder again. And again. And again. So that is really good. There. Well pleased. Really pleased with that. Excellent. It's got a thumbs up from me.